Alright, what is up, YouTube? We'll hear everybody in Twitch chat say hi. Wave hi to YouTube. Hello, hello. We are here to give an account review to Jenny, who has asked for some help. They've gotten to World 6, and they don't know what to do, which is fair. That being said, Jenny, is there anything you'd like us particularly to work on? Give you kind of a task list, like anything you'd really want us to work on for you? Or just general account? Because we're happy to do whatever you like. Let's see. All of it, but I'm trying to get to crystal farming. Okay, we'll take a look at that too as well. So first thing out of the gate, spend your post boxes. Spend your post boxes. They do give you some fantastic bonuses. They are totally worth your time. And if you don't know, I will be writing a sheet over here for you. So spend your PO boxes. It is worth doing. Now, let's break it down into characters. So your Aqueduct is full too, and we'll take a look at that. So you're also close to getting a Mega Fish, which is nice. Your characters here. Okay, so you're Bamboo Spirits, you're doing cooking, you've got Bravery AFK going. Okay. I mean, it's a bit all over the place, functionally speaking. Oh my god. You poor soul in Everett gear. You poor soul. Alright. First things first for gear. You've done the tools, which is great. You've done tools, which is fantastic. Your V-Man's got some juice to him, which is nice. Yeah, you've done tools. Great. So, I think you are far ready to get to the point to start to push for troll armor. So farming out Kruk in World 5 and start working on getting troll sets for you. We'll take a look at your salts as well, but I imagine that's probably what's hindering your advancement is null salts, if I had to take a guess. Your ovals need some much needed love and care, but that's not a super high priority. No salts for troll. Kind of what I figured. So we're going to go take a look at your Bubo, because you wanted to do some crystal farming, which is great, but I don't want skills, I want talents. Okay, so your tentakill is at that point where you can functionally crystal farm, which is good. Let's take a look. Yeah, you got crystals for days. Okay. I'm interested to see what your... Are you running a chalky chip on him as well? Nope, no chalky chip. Typically, chalky chips what really kicks off your crystal farming. We'll take a look at your lab here, but if you don't have one, that's fine. Ah. Okay, so this is also a kicker here. If you want to crystal farm, you really need to put points into predatory loot box. Over in your PO, like you really got to put points here in your non-predatory loot box if you really want to get some more crystal mob spawn chance out of it. That's the kicker here. Especially with your Bubo as well, it really wouldn't hurt to put points into divine, into gaming, into sailing for the total damage. Utility's good for multi-kill and cash, which will also help. But yeah, I mean that's my biggest thing that I can see here. No chocolate chip. Have it on the DK. Yeah, I would definitely pass it to your Bubo. Bubo is really good on crystal farming. Like, really good. DK is good too, don't get me wrong. But when you get to the point where you're basically just printing crystal mobs, it's disgustingly good. It's disgustingly good. Extremely poor at the moment. And your Bubo is going to help with that. And your Bubo is just going to help with that as well. Like, you're going to be able to get that, and that's why I suggest also putting in a utilitarian capsule when you can, is getting that cash from mobs and just leaving your Bubo to farm is going to help you wild. Is going to help wildly. Okay. Let's turn to the account proper. Got some money. Ooh, you have an Equinox. Or you haven't onyxed any of your statues. That's a needed improvement. All right, so you should also definitely onyx your statues. Get working on that. Onyx your statues. The bonuses you're going to be get from onyxing, and you're going to be able to farm them out as well. This leads back into the crystal farming as well. You're going to be able to completely juice your statues and your bonuses from them once you really get going on it. So yeah, once you do get into crystal farming, definitely try to get working on your statues, getting them all up to onyx. If you haven't done the quest, I would recommend you do it before doing onyx. Fair point. Fair point. That's not a bad idea. How's your anvil looking? Forge. Working on stuff. You've got some upgrades you got to buy in the forge, which ain't too bad. Just buy them out. Bribes. You're not bribed locked. Not yet. So, finish out the bribes when you can. What's your this at? Oh. Okay. And what level are your tunes again? Better stamps than me. Shut your mouth. So, in terms of your stamp, do you have the important ones? You do. Okay, good. Yeah, in terms of your stamping here, definitely, let's shut off Gilded and see. Yeah, you've got a lot of room you could definitely be doing too. I know your money hurting as well. Will you magic to ban? I will ban you, Roy, I swear to God. I know you're money locked as well, but when you do get the money, obviously revisit your stamps. I definitely see you could easily bump this to 7 to getting your stamps to 7 or 8K. I mean, you're at 5 right now, and you do have the materials for a lot of these to push them pretty far, functionally speaking. But obviously you're money locked. Like, that's the big problem that you're experiencing, is just a lack of fundage. So working on that, well, you know, working on getting your Bubo up and running will also help this graciously. How's your owl? You're at 9. Coolio. How's your bubbles? Where's the statue? Okay, your bubbles. Yeah, overall, they're really not that bad. They obviously need work. But, yeah, I mean, you're nearly at 70% for your statue starter. So it's really really good that you're at that point. So you're not super hurting on it. Obviously your alchemy does need some work here and there. Working on 70 at the moment, trying to unlock all the world 6 ones. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'd say get those done up and dusted, but definitely, you know, spend some time, get everything up to 70%. Following the golden rule, get as much as you can up to 70%, and push to 75, and obviously push to 80 when you can. Your cauldrons. Cauldrons need some levels, functionally speaking. Yeah, pushing these to 170 across the board on all your upgrades will definitely help to get those World 6 bubbles as well. So I'd recommend focusing on that, running out the gate before anything else. Because the percentile chances are so ridiculously fucking low to get those later bubbles, it's just not worth your time until you have all the upgrades. Flat out. Like the luck, the cost, and extra is just too good not to have. So definitely I would recommend pivoting to focusing on those, and you'll be doing better. How's your vowels look? Got just World 6, so I'm not super worried. Yep, and you're working on Skinny Zero Cal. Perfect. Yes, beautiful. Fantastic. You're doing the smart thing. And obviously, as you know, it's going to help you out with your statues. So that's great. Doing sigils. Nope, not yet. Good. Let's see. Let's check your rue. You're working on it. You don't have all of them, but you're working on it. Okay. That is very good. How's your prince? Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, Rue's recoverable. It's not like an end all be all. 90% across the board. I like your prints. You've got good. You're following the method to madness. So overall, I'm liking your prints. Very nice. Obviously, they'll improve with time as well. But yeah, good prints, good prints. How's your refinery look? Oh, you're only ranked 2 on nulls. That explains it. Okay. And your auto refining. Yeah, I could see why you're so hard salt locked. You'll definitely want to start working on improving your ratio. Also, I strongly recommend not auto refining greens, setting them to zeros. They're basically the second tab's equivalent of reds. So I would set that to 0 and let that chooch. Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, I could see where you're salt locked at. It'll just come down to improving your ratio with time. To for hourly. Okay. Okay. You've done some particle shenanigans. Nothing I'm super worried about. And on to Equinox. Yeah, I mean, you still got 3 levels in this. Whacking in that. Don't put any levels into this when you get it. It's a waste. It's a catch. Don't ever bother for that. Yeah, I unlocked Adam, but I'm not ready for that yet. Yeah, don't worry about Adam. It's much more late game than anything else. Yeah, for this, just work on getting your matching sims up. Metal detector is going to be fucking great when you can get it. Absolutely great. The easiest one out of all your challenges here is getting this guy done. You can easily achieve this by getting green stacking all the mob drops from worlds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then buying a whole bunch of stuff from merchants. So this is super, super easy to crack out. It'll just take some time. Or a lot of candy if you have that sitting in your chest. That is definitely an option if you want to get that. Or get on the mob drop one at the moment. Okay. Yeah, exactly. How's your buildings? Well, you're probably salt locks, so you're not able to get much, but you got all the shrines out, which is fine. You're working on Poisonic Elder. Trapper Joe, nice. Yeah, obviously working on getting your Cross Cruncher to max is great. Same with your Death Note. Really invest some time into getting those too, and yeah. Your golden boys at the time are going to be your Poisonic and your Kraken for your tower defense, but overall, I'm not really worried about anything in here. How's your Death Note look? Ooh. Okay. Care to explain? What is this? How is this possible? How explain? How have you done this? This is madness. Either this is or this data is wrong. Which in all honesty could be wrong. Yeah, have you never done Coliseum? Because you at least fight how to unlock. Oh yeah, hold on. Isn't the mini boss's stat tracking shit? Isn't this a World 6 fucking bribe that you have to get? Or it's a fucking upgrade, right? Yeah, that's why we're being so fucking dumb. We've had it, but that yeah, it's a Jade Emporium thing. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, so no, we're just being dumb. We're just being dumb. It just doesn't track it until you get that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you look fine on totems. What's your... yeah, when you keep pushing your levels in your Poisonic and your Kraken, you're going to be able to push these out greatly. At least, you know, max wave 100 minimum on a lot of the early ones, so I'm not worried here. Interesting. I mean, I'd love to see skill Dimwit maxed out, but obviously that's a soul thing, and you are nowhere near that cost. So, waiting for Hunter to unlock later levels. Okay, understandable. How's your traps? Printing XP. Good choices. Good choices. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried based on what I'm seeing here. Your Salt Lick. Okay. Yeah, definitely focus on getting your multi-kill rate and the max talent books up in your Salt Lick when you can. This is the priority, and this is the priority. I mean, like, it's free multi-kill. It's just good to have. And then this is just going to help with your books across the way anyway. Like, there's no reason not to. Absolutely no reason not to. So definitely I would focus that. When you get the salts, just finish these up. Because it's an investment you only need to do a couple of times, then you're done. Construction's construction. I'm not worried about what I need to see in here. Okay, let's take a look at your meals here. Okay, your max meal level is 40, which isn't too terrible. What's your cooking speed at here? These 40 QQ an hour. 44 QQ an hour. Okay. Straight off the runnings here. Like, yeah, straight off the runnings here. If you're really hurting on money, spend some time and level your salad. Get some more bonuses on your salad cooking. Like, you can get another level instantly here. So, if you're really hurting on fundage, get your salad up. I mean, your cabbage is achievable in a couple of hours for that. A couple hours for your egg to push some more. Corn dogs have been out of the fucking way for that. 3 minutes for some more damage. Yeah, I think your cooking needs some love. Skill efficiency from rice ball. So definitely it's give your cooking some love. So just kind of jump around in your cooking, push them out to the best you can. I mean, it just all helps. It's all percentile-based stuff. It's all gonna make a difference. I mean, more damage here for onion. Yeah, just go meal by meal. Yeah, perfect then. Yeah, so I definitely do that. It's all gonna help out in the end. Like, it would be a bigger problem if it was like, oh, you only have XYZ, but like, you're pretty good on your cooking. It's just you need to give some love to them, and you'll be able to whack this all out in a go. No shinies from what I can see on breeding. Well, that's actually a fair point. Let's go take a look at the V-Man here real quick. Yeah, 81 out of 81. So, functionally speaking, how shinies work are, it's not super complicated. It's just a bit of a pain to get the right ones going. Is if you take a look here, you've got this passive shiny effect. What you do is you get a shiny variant once you've unlocked the upgrade for them, which you do have, right? I'm not going insane. Yeah, you do have paint buckets, so you do have shinies. Bro's not gonna like my account. Yeah, we'll take a look at yours fucking next if you want, Blue Star. But all you gotta do is you roll for the shiny as a selected option when you go to the breed the pets. When you get a shiny, it grants this passive bonus, and all you gotta do is stick it in your fence. Not in a territory, but in your fenced-in area. You stick it there and you just leave it alone. And it will gradually upgrade its passive bonus with time. So in this case, a squirrel needs to sit in there for 9 hours, and it will grant a level in-game. Yeah, I can quickly show in-game. So if we pop over here to World 4, I've got some shinies just kind of sitting there. So we go over to breeding. We go, okay, I want a squirrel. And we want a shiny form squirrel, and I hit breed. And it gives me a shiny form squirrel. So we'll keep it. We go over here to the teams. We say, actually, I don't... Say this is like this guy here. So there wasn't a shiny here, or this is a blank spot. You just whack the shiny in the position, and you take a look at the database. You go to the shinies tab, and it says, oh, this is going to give you XYZ bonus. And it'll be how many days of AFK it needs, or how much time it needs in order to get to the next level. And with every level, the bonus increases. Yeah, and it's super obscure, but yeah, you have to click on it and hit shiny form. I'm taking a look at my account. Absolutely, we'll take a look right after this account for you, Blue Star. So yeah, these are my shinies. I've got a lot of shiny pet bonuses up. I've got multi-kill, drop rate, damage, infinite star signs, which are really nice because that's going to allow you to get this, where all the bonuses of your star signs are being applied to you at all times. So, and it just keeps going and going and going. So, but there's some really, really nice bonuses here. One of the nice ones here is there's a set for refinery speed, so it'll actually help get more out of it for you. But yeah, more star signs and so on and so forth. So plenty of shinies, definitely worth your time. Anyway, so that's how you do that. How's your lab? You're gonna hate it. Oh boy. You've got some jewels. Cool. You're using viaducts. I don't think you've unlocked these yet because you don't have it on your console. Yeah, so you'd have a Choco Chip. Whack this thing. You have 2 Choco Chips. Yeah, whack one of them in your fucking, your bubo. Yeah, whack in your bubo. And you'll be off to the races. This is really going to get you cooking. That and, do you have the star sign doubler? I don't think you do. Card doubler. No, I don't think you have it. Yeah, you don't have either of them. But what you can do is taking advantage of the nano chip doubler and the motherboard doubler. What you would end up doing is you can put time start of active boom instead of yes, definitely worth it. What you do is you can put a shiny card up here. So in this case, I think it's recommended you do the genie. You grab the Demon Genie from World 5, slap that in the top left, and it doubles this bonus. So instead of getting 90% crystal on a ruby, you can get 180% on it. And then you vice versa for the bottom right one, which I think is Poops is the go-to for that. Yeah, so you get 120%. And that's going to guarantee you crystal spawn chance. So that's definitely what you wanted to get going for that. And I mean, just for a quick example here, I can show you. If we pop over to my guy here, who's just sitting here at mashed potatoes, doing some farming. I've got the Demon Genie up here at the top left, so we're getting some crystal bonus multiplier. And in my case, I think it's nearly instant that I get crystal mobs. As I'm like being my point like completely unproven. But yeah, like you basically do this. And then if you're going to be doing active Bubo stuff, it's recommended not to have a staff. It's better to rock, what's it called? The Stinger's boxing gloves because they're the fastest attacks. So yeah, then it just kind of cycles like this. It goes on and on and on and on. And so on and so forth. Yeah, unless you somehow manage to get yourself the God Shard staff down the line. But you're not at that point yet, so don't necessarily worry about it. But once you do, this will be the de facto replacement. But yeah, with Chalky Chip working there, you can just keep hitting them, and so on and so forth. So this is really how you juice your statues. And you're going to get a shitload of money from it. You're going to get a lot of gains, and the benefits of having the almost instant respawn over and over and over again is just going to let you go completely nuts. Like, absolutely completely nuts. Let's take a look at your Rift here. You're at 34. So you're 2 away from Vial Mastery, which will be nice. What's your skill mastery? You at least up to passives? Cool, you're up to passives. Great. Construction mastery, you're up to 66. 66 for speed, it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, definitely pushing to Vial Mastery is good if you really want to go for those bonuses and getting your 13 vials. It's definitely worth your time. I'm curious on Tome. What do you got? Top 50%. You're holding in. Let's see. No jackpots in the arcade. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I mean, your average kills for crystal spawn really isn't that too bad. It will definitely shorten up when you start to get those bonuses to stack for it. Definitely. How's your sailing going? Okay, you do have your Fury Relic. That is good. Try to get this guy doubled as soon as you can, because you're up to triple. So, yeah, working on your Fury Relic and getting this maxed out as fast as you can is fantastic. It's just really going to help with your booking and getting the most out of your skills. Definitely worth your time to try to pivot into it, because eventually what you can do is just force spawn it, where you do hour pulls over and over and over again, and it'll just give it to you eventually through percentile math. Bad luck. Yeah, and that's really it is. It's just shit luck. And there's nothing you can do on that. But and I did see you have a guy actively working in Divinity, which is good. So yeah, just try to unlock all your gods. The minor blessings are just too good not to get. Yeah, definitely want to get that done up and dusted. How's your gaming? You're working on your gaming. You are getting there. Yeah, gaming is gaming, and that just takes time. Absolutely just takes time. How's your whole content doing? Motherload Den. Yeah, I don't think you have Jenny, you don't have Doot, do you? No Doot, yeah, okay. Bell. Oh, yeah. So whereabouts are you for this? About 8. Okay, so you're only up to Cavern 8. Okay. Not too terrible. Engineer. Okay. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried in here. I'm more curious on your bonuses. Lamp. Okay, you did get the bonuses for that. You picked up the multi-ore. Okay, I mean, not too terrible. Definitely, I wouldn't put any more points into this if you don't have to. The monument bonuses are much higher, are a better point of focus, or doing the strings for the harp for whole magic. These two are better than putting points into the additional points for lamp. Measurement bonuses are a lot better here in village magic. Hands down, one of the best ones you can grab. And for here, obviously, you're getting the bonuses for active gods. Forge capacity is fantastic. You maxed out multi on everything, which is fine. Really wouldn't put ballot bot bonuses yet. If anything, focus on forge capacity and the weapon power before putting on ballot boxes. But yeah, overall, nothing too bad in slab. Eventually, when you unlock getting into justice, it's really nice. The bonuses in there are just too good for World 6. Yeah. How's your slab? This is a kicker. Let's take a look at the slab. You're not at the point where slab is super pivotal, like super important to you, but you do have the obols. I saw that you could definitely push your slab a fair bit farther, just because you already have the obols to get the upgraded forms of a lot of the obol tracking here in Tome. So I definitely recommend doing that. There's also a point to be made that you could definitely spend some time in unlocking the items for doing quests in World 2 and World 3, getting all these guys done up as well. So it's not really out of the realm of possibility to get that done. I mean, you also got freebies of just buying this stuff from the World 6 shop and things. But yeah, honestly, stab isn't super important. But no frags. Yeah, luckily frags will not be a problem when you get a fucking your Boobo online, because you're going to be blowing through obols like crazy. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, farming is farming. You're working on it. Obviously, working on getting your land plots up, getting your nutritious soil ups are really good. The biology boost later when you get the seeds is fantastic. But you are pushing your crops, which is good. But you just don't have any of the bonuses yet from all that. So, in terms of farming, the ideal point is you basically accumulate a lot of crops, you grow as many as you can, you push your evolution as far as you can, and then there's an NPC in World 6 that you can go to trade it in for these magic beans here, and that's what you'd be spending here in the night market. So you take all your, it would take all your currently collected crops up into that point, convert them to the equivalency of magic beans. I don't recall what the exact ratio is, but then you'd be able to spend those beans and upgrades for your night market. I mean, unlocking overgrowth is fantastic. So in that sense, you're going to be doubling the value from your crops. Evolution GMO is good, so you can really push your evolution crop chance and unlock those new crops, the ones you haven't accessed before. Speed GMOs, I mean, more speed. OG fertilizer is just more chances for the overgrowth to pop, you know, so on and so forth. I heard something that you can soft lock yourself in World 6 and don't want that. What is that about? I mean, it's fairly difficult to soft lock yourself in World 6. I mean, I haven't heard about that in a minute. Oh, summoning. Yeah, pre-endless stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's the Sussy Gene quest pre-endless. Yeah, okay. So that has to do with this mechanic here for summoning. It's no longer prevalent anymore because basically what it did was people would blow through all their summoning and they'd be put into matches where it's impossible to achieve the actions of a quest from Sussy Jean, who's an NPC farther into World 6. With Endless Summoning now out, that's no longer a problem, and it's related exclusively to this mechanic, so don't worry about that. None of, like, farming won't affect it, sneaking won't affect it. It's purely a summoning based mechanic, and you're nowhere near that point where you need to concern yourself with having to worry about it. Like, you're not at that point, so it's not a problem, trust me. Beanstalk. Yeah, I don't think you have that unlocked either yet. Let me check the Jade Emporium. No, you do a Beanstalk. Okay. Beanstalk is definitely good. Definitely good to use, especially if you can get the sandwiches done and dusted. I mean, this is just free stats for everybody on your account. No reason not to. You could easily farm them out, but not obviously a focus you want. You've got other stuff to work on here. Yeah, and just pushing your sneaking is good. So, piece of advice here. These golden items do not work in multiplicative, and they only need to just sit here. So, in theory, what you want to do is delete these other two cat's eyes, these golden eyes, keep this level 3 one, delete 2 of these gold coins, and keep just one of them, because it'll always... No, they don't stack. They work exclusively on the highest level of that one. So that's why you want to just get rid of them. Yeah, only the highest counts. So, case in point, if we pull up my stealth configuration here on this, and we look, I've just got these golden ones stacked here, and every time I get a higher one, I just delete the lower level and clack it in, but they just need to just sit in your inventory, and you'll be fine. That's all you've got to do. So yeah, you could definitely free up some space doing that. The big approach for when it comes to sneaking is pushing the floors as fast as you can to get your other kunais doing level 10. I just haven't deleted them right. But you want to push these other floors so you're able to get access to your other ninjas and work for it. because it's better than them just sitting in the upper floors tied up. So just keep working on pushing and getting components. The combo you definitely want us to start to get veils for people. The veils are nasty. The veils are absolutely disgusting. So definitely slap these in here when you can, and eventually you're going to get beads. And you want to do something like this, where you've got a silken veil and a bead, a rosary. And this would be the combo you go for, because these are multiplicative modifiers, versus where you're thinking, oh, well, I mean, beads actually give me a lot more than my veil does. Why don't I just do that? Well, if you do this, this is additive math. So you're getting, we'll call it 15x, comparatively speaking, if we do this, where it's, what is that, 42x. So this is why typically people do the rosaries and the silken veil, which should be your goal for this, but you're not at that point. For right now, I'd recommend just focusing on pushing all your guys up to the upper floors and untying folks. Like, you have folks here in World 5, you just need a kunai. Give somebody any kunai you have, your highest level one that has the best rate, and get to unlocking some of your folks. So that's what I'd recommend here for your sneaking. Let's see. How's your constellations? I'm curious. Really not terrible. Really not terrible. Unlocking Sodium Slope. Yeah, it really is. It will get better with time. It absolutely will get better in time, but you only need to do it once and you'll be okay. That's the big kicker. You just need to get everybody unlocked, and then you're just off to the races. But I like your constellations. Very nice. You doing apocalypsing? You've done some. It is definitely worth apocalypsing if you're going to be having your BB just being a cooking slave. If he's just going to sit there and be a cooking slave, it is definitely worth doing your apocalypsing. So what that is, and luckily we're on it so I can pull it up. So if you take a look here at this skill here. So this is the Apocalypse Zao. This is the first one here that you'll be able to see. And when you kill over 100,000, you get an Apocalypse Zao. So this is just 10% damage. Now, once you get into the class before Deathbringer, when you're in your actual BB Berserker, you have the Apocalypse Chow. So if you kill over 1 million mobs, you get cooking efficiency and cooking SP, which means you're going to be getting more and more ladles, right? Once you have the enrichment upgrade from your V-Man, it turns into Super Chows. So at 100 million, it gives multiplier cooking speed. So in my case, I've done 19 Super Chows. So I have a multiplier bonus of 6.1 to all my cooking. So that is the Chows explained, so to speak. And it definitely does make a difference when it comes to, getting more and more ladle gain. It definitely does. And this is like in my non-optimal ladle setup. It's just me sitting in here with Kit, So that's why you should definitely look into doing... Yeah, true. And then if you look over here in the DB, you get gold food effects, which is the Apocalypse WoW. So this is gold food multiplier. But in terms of cooking stats, this is the one that's relevant, and getting the enhancement from your V-Man stats. That will really juice your cooking. If you're just going to have your BB sit there and be a cooking slave, you'll definitely want to grab this. But I mean, yeah, other than that, I don't think your account's in a terrible spot. I mean, you obviously know what you're working on and what you need to focus on. It's just there was a lot of confusion when it came to World 6 mechanics, which is fine. Hopefully we put you on a right track. The 3 things I've got to note here is obviously making sure you're spending your PO boxes, spending them in the right boxes at the start. Eventually, when you have enough PO boxes, you're going to be buying them all out anyway, so it's irrelevant. But if you're going to be juicing your Bubo into doing crystal farming, I was trying to get the crystal cooking up for the levels, yeah. So if you're going to be doing that, then you definitely want to invest in doing some chowing. Definitely want to invest in doing that. Wholeheartedly. Yeah, make sure you're spending your PO boxes. Obviously work on onyxing your statues after you get your skinny 0 cal vial up to 13. Should be nice. And just spread the love on your cooking. Oh, your crystal cards, that's true. We could actually take a look at the cards. It's not data, it's here. Poop is at 60%. Genie is in the lower tier. But, I mean, it's still not too terrible. It's really not. You could definitely work, if you really want to get the most bang for your buck out of it, you could get your Genie card up. You could definitely get your Genie card up. So, that's what... I mean, having Poop up is really nice, and having that Ruby is great. But yeah, you definitely don't want to neglect the Genie card because it has a higher... It can get higher at its base levels than Poop can at Ruby. So definitely spend some time and get Demon Genie going. Genie up in Ruby, yeah. Because if you're looking at it right now, right? So we'll do a comparison. We'll pull up mine. If we take a look at Poop at Ruby, it's 60%. If we take a look at Genie at Ruby, it's 90%. And every single value counts if you want to have higher and higher crystal mob chance, so that almost every time you hit something, you get a guaranteed crystal mob. That's the kicker. And then that's always just going to keep spawning in more and more with your Choco Chip Cookie and just keeping the farm going and going and going. So highly recommend you work on getting your Genie up. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm not seeing anything that's like screaming at me that you're doing something wrong. I definitely think you just need to work on the account a bit. One thing I did see that it did scream at me for was your V-Man has passive cards, and I'm curious why. So we'll take a look here. What is it complaining about? V-Man has a passive card? Is it Biggie? Oh no, hold on, it's you, isn't it? Yeah, you have Kruk. I think you have the wrong Kruk in there. Yeah, you don't need base Kruk. If anything, you would want to go for anything else. Yeah, because it says right there, Kruk is sailing speed passive. So, I mean, if you want money, you can try to get the highest level Kruk and getting that money boost from that. That's as an option. So, I mean, functionally speaking, it can be whatever. So, it's passive cards, so it's not really relevant. Replace it with something of better value. But any other questions or comments, concerns, shenanigans, stuff like that, Jenny? Hopefully we've given you a fair review, giving you some stuff to work on. Think of a Hall soundtrack, not right now. Not for now. Well, we're happy to help. And as per always, we're always happy to give reviews to anybody who asks over here on the Twitch channel. Everybody in the Twitch chat, you looking like it's been 3 months since you looked at me. You are second in line. So if Blue Star is still here, he's first, and then you, Dragon. But yeah, that being said, everybody in Twitch chat, wave goodbye to YouTube. Yes, you do, Blue Star. This has been a fun review, and maybe in the next video we will review Chris's OnlyFans. We will review Chris's OnlyFans and then get me banned off YouTube. We will see you folks in the next video. As for always, the link's in the description below if you want to check out the Twitch channel or join us on Discord. And we give reviews on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we stream Eidolon over here on Twitch and YouTube as well. That being said, enjoy your nights, everybody. Goodbye, YouTube. We'll see you in the next video.